everyone, and welcome to Closet Conversations. I am Gianna, your closet conversationalist, and I put out videos on Mondays and Fridays. On Mondays, we do Mommy Mondays. It's about mommy magic, mommy madness, and mommy mayhem. And on Fridays, we do Closet Conversations, where we get to chatting about all sorts of things here. Art, luxury, fashion, a little of this, a little of that, how I organize my closet or how disorganized my closet is. And sometimes the conversation just goes everywhere and we just go with it. If you're okay with that, I'm going to encourage you to subscribe to my channel because it's always interesting. So if you think someone else would like this content, please go ahead and share it. And if you like this video, please go ahead and give it a thumbs up. If you don't like it, go ahead and comment down below why not, and we'll see if we can fix it for you for the next time around. Today, well, you know, I've caught this pink bug, right? So we're doing all things Barbie now, right? Barbie is all things pink. So I decided that we're going to put together some pink stuff because we are leaning into luxury. And I have quite a few luxury pink things. Now, I couldn't put everything in here because it would be an extra long video. But I did capture the major ones. And starting strong is going to be the Steven Sprouse Louis Vuitton Never Full Roses. Roses Never Full, Steven Sprouse and Louis Vuitton. So this was from Marc Jacobs era. And oh, excuse me, I'm supposed to tell you where all my stuff is from. So if you notice, I'm wearing a Jamaica t-shirt because it's nice and in pink. This is our Jamaica Tourist Board. This is our logo. This is the logo for Jamaica Tourist Board. And I love this shirt. I love when I see this writing anywhere. I love when I see Jamaica in bright colors. It just gives me this sense of joy and pride. Absolute pride. Because this is from back when, this logo especially is from back when Jamaica was Jamaica. So when I was a child, you know, I grew up in Otrius. Well, I'm from Claremont, right? But if you're from Claremont, you pretty much grew up in Otrius if you did all the things. And we did all the things. So we did the water sports and we did the, you know, all the different recreational activities and stuff in the summer. And so we were always in Otrius. And in Otrius was one of those only resort towns at the time that was very big on service and tourism and all of that. So we'd see this logo often because it was always, we were always promoting Jamaica. And, you know, that was when people were so nice and it was just so wholesome and everybody wanted to come here. I mean, people still want to come here. Everybody wants to come here. But it was it's a different product back then versus now. Now it's like the entertainment capital of the world. And we are the ones that, like, you know, we are a brand. We're the hypest. We're the most, you know, amazing. Like, if you want creativity, you come here. If you want, you know, anything fun, you come, right? But back then, it was more of a, oh, you want a vacation and go to a nice place and relax. And, you know, it was more of that. It was more of, let's see nature and which we still have. Don't get it twisted. We still have that. But that isn't what the majority comes for anymore. And that isn't how we're positioned anymore. We are positioned as a place to have a good experience if you want to have a good time. I'm not mad at it. It's just different. It's just different from how it was when I was a child. And this makes me nostalgic about how it was when I was a child. Anyhow, so my necklace is Banana Republic. My shirt is Jamaica Tourist Board, like I said. My bracelets, 2 are Victoria's Secret and 2 are Kate Spade. My bangles on this side are the original arm candy. This is also part of my Wakanda collection that I did in 2018. I was able to keep a few pieces. Not very many. So normally the original Arm Candy only does bracelets, and we've ventured into necklaces and earrings. But at the time we didn't do bangles. We still don't do bangles. This was definitely a limited edition. But it's made from kente cloth, gotten in the Ashanti region in Ghana. And back to this Neverfull. So this Neverfull was in the Marc Jacobs era, and it was an homage to Steven Sprouse, who is an American graphic artist. And this is his design. The roses is his design, right? So they've screen printed them all over, and then the inside of the bag had a matching pink lining, and then I've put an organizer in there that is pink as well. Has lots of compartments. Like this organizer is, we can talk about this organizer actually because it's pink too. It's from Samorga. It has like, sorry about that, it's just a organza bag. It has like a place for the water bottle that is removable. It also has a place for additional compartments that is removable. And it has all these pockets. So it has one long pocket, I guess for Kindle or something like that. And then it has other side pockets here on the inside and the outside. And over here it has pockets and a pen loop. So this is well thought out by Samorga. I don't think you can wear these at the same time together, but I leave them in there just because I can, you know, for when I can, for when I'm using them, right? So yeah, so that goes in there. It keeps the shape, and it makes me more organized because it's a tote. I even got this one hot stamped because this is never leaving my collection. It's one of my favorite bags of all time. So it has my Gia. And it's probably my most used Neverfull as well. So that was my first Neverfull. I have another Neverfull. Oh, that has pink. So no more pink Neverfulls. This one is the Damier Azur Tahitian, I think they call it, or Tahitian. I don't know how it's a Tahitian. And it's the Damier Azur with the graffiti of the pink LVs all over it. I bring this a lot less because I worry about color transfer. Inside is a light pink just to match the graffiti on the outside. And I also have an organizer in that one. This one is not Samorga. It has a tag. Let's see what it was. Z2 Joe. I got it on Amazon. I can link it if you like. It's not as well made as a Samorga in full declaration, full thing there. What do you call that? Full disclaimer? I don't know. Full transparency. There we go. It's not as what do you call that? It's not as well made. The material is stiffer. But what I do like about it is that it has more compartments. So let's just take this out. Plus, I don't know if it fits this one. Like, I feel like it's too big for this one. But they did say this was the size for it. But I feel like it's too big. I feel like it's too long. Long this way. Right? Too wide. But, it has more pockets. It has all these small pockets. But I don't know what I would put in these little small pockets. Pens? But then how many pens am I walking with? And then they have over here like this. Oh, can you see? Here. Like what goes in here? Like, I don't know. Maybe this is like for makeup and stuff. Like if people are... I'm not sure. And then the middle is there. And then this part is kind of nice because it runs the whole length of this. So I feel like you could get something bigger than a Kindle in there. Maybe even a laptop. I don't know where my laptop is. I thought I brought it in here. I didn't. And then there's the 2 pockets on the outside here. So it's, you see, my issue is, okay, so it came folded like this, I guess. I'm not sure, but it keeps wanting to fold like that, I guess. And so when I do this here, right? First of all, it's very, very square. So it's not soft that'll mold to the bag like the other one. It kind of makes the bag get boxy. And then I'm not sure if it's the same. See, it's not. Look. How did this become a review on this organizer? But it has become one. But look. If you put them together, I don't know if you're seeing it good. If you put them to, well, here now it looks like it is fits, but it doesn't. I'm trying here, guys. All right, so if you put them together, see, this one is longer. It doesn't quite match up, so that's why it's a little too big for this. I never did that before, so now I could have just sent this back immediately back then when I got it, because it's too big. It's the real issue. So I could have just sent it back then, but I didn't. And now I'm just gonna have to get a new one because I know that it's too big. It's just too big. That's the problem. Anyhow, see, so it makes it really boxy. It shows it boxy, and I don't really like that. It's not really working out for me. Probably that's why I don't reach for it. No, I really don't reach for it because I'm scared of color transfer. But now I know that is the reason why it's so boxy. So thank you, guys. Thank you very much. Now I have some SLGs. I mean, they consider this one an SLG, and I don't know why. It's the Pochette Accessoire. Louis Vuitton Pochette Accessoire. It's in Cherry Blossoms. Yes, Cherry Blossoms. This was a collaboration between Louis Vuitton and Takashi Murakami. Inside is a microfiber and a strap. So this strap was a special strap because you see all the studs that go around. The strap has the same studs. So, and it was easily attached like this. I'm giving you a tutorial and everything. The thing about this though is that this strap has always been small for me from back then. So in order to wear it on my shoulder, I would use an extender. What is an extender, you ask? Well, back then they used to sell a keychain. Let me find it. Very easy to find. A keychain as an extender. It was just a plain keychain. And what you do is you'd hook it onto the keychain and then hook the keychain. So this gave you like a few inches extra, and you could put it on your shoulder if you had larger, you know, this area, right? So it still fall under the arm, but it could actually go on your arm. So this was used for like at night and stuff, or even daytime, but you know, events where you don't need a lot of things, right? So this is also one of my faves. It's very beautiful. If you see the pink LVs there. And yeah. And this is about, there's a date code in it. There's the date code. AR004. Can't make out that last digit. 0 it would look like. So it's like 2004. No. Yeah. I don't know. 3 is the last digit, not 0. So it would have been like either the 3rd month of 2003 or the 3rd week of 2003. No, 2004. Either the 3rd month of 2004 or the 3rd week of 2004 is what that would mean. So it's a 2004 bag. That much we know. Yeah, and that's when Murakami and Takashi Murakami and Marc Jacobs again. This is another Marc Jacobs collab. So Marc Jacobs would have been there at that time. Yeah. Okay. I used it a lot in college, by the way. That's when it came out, when I was in college. So I have a Chanel O case. Is this not the best bubblegum pink you've ever seen? This is very Barbie. Very Barbie. We're Barbieing. So I don't know what that is, like a thread or something. I used to use this a lot. I don't use it. Oh, it has stuff in there. I don't use it so much anymore because I didn't want it to get dirty. And that happens like so often. Like I have things that I like and I use them so much and then I worry about them getting dirty and then I park them. And then I don't get the joy out of them. I don't get the use out of them. And I don't know why I'm doing that because they're meant to be used. They get dirty, you clean it. And if it can't clean, I guess, what do? Then you retire it. That's the part that bothers me because I have this. Okay, this is not pink, right? But I have this Gucci wallet that I literally only wore for maybe 8 months. I wore it straight though for the 8 months, but this is like years and years and years ago. And when I say years and years, probably like 20 years ago. Anyhow, it's this yellow pigskin. Gorgeous, right? Gorgeous, gorgeous. But then, not gorgeous. I don't know how much you can see, but you see that? That's dirt. Dirt. But then I went back to Gucci and I asked them, like, how do I clean it? What do I do? Oh, no, we don't clean it. Okay, you don't clean it, but tell me what to do. Oh, no, we don't know. Well, I've tried things and nothing has worked. Nothing has taken out the stains. And it's a darn good wallet. It had all these card spaces. Back then I used to use a lot of cards. Now, you know, it's been simplified. Right? And then this lined in leather, right? And for coins, right? And I've just never used it again because it's so yuck. It's so yuck. And I don't know if I should get it dyed or something. I don't know. I've kept it because it's a good quality. It's a pigskin. But that was what happened with it and I wasn't pleased. So with my fear of that happening to this, I just parked it, and I wish I didn't, but I did. So, Chanel in there, and I think it has the C's. Yeah, it does. The C's there. And it's so cute. What I use it for, I used it as a catch-all, and like, just, you know, for stuff in your bag that, you know, you need, like lip balm and like my tape measure and stuff like that. I don't know where I put my tape measure now, and I need my tape measure to tell you guys the sizes. This is a Chanel mini O case. Right. And then we have the Escada. It's a little cash wallet. It also has gotten, this is not dirt though. This is from like moisture in the air since I've moved here. But the back is still perfect. Explain to me how that works. Please explain how that works. And then see under the flap, nothing is wrong with it. Only the part that was exposed. And there you go. Right? So it's a coin part and a cash part. And you have two sides of cash. Now, the interesting thing about this was I had bought a card case at the same time, but it wasn't pink. It was like a brown. This is eel, by the way, eel skin. It was a brown. And that one had like the ID window and the card case and whatever, and it was a flap. I think my cousin still uses it to this day. But this now didn't take cards, so it's just cash. So it's just a little cash thing. So with all the talk about people going cashless and stuff, I don't know, this might end up obsolete, although I am not for the cashless, so I don't mind keeping that. And it's so compact. Look at it. It's like literally in the middle of your hand. Okay. Oh, and it was Escada. Did I say that? Escada. Right. And my last piece today, because I realized that I'm going on and on and on and on, is my mini pochette. It is Demi Azur with the illustration from Christmas of, I want to say 2014. Let me see if I find your date code. If I find your date code, we'll know exactly where I was from. Ooh, and I found it. Now just to see. You know, I'm really worried about my eyes, by the way. I'm going to have them checked because I realize that if the place is not well lit enough, I can't see. If it's too small, I can't see. Like, I squint my eyes more than ever before. And this is all since, like, once I turned 40. That 40 thing and your eyesight, like, you guys, if you haven't turned 40, like, just be mindful that once you turn 40, it's something weird, but like a switch flips overnight, and all of a sudden, if you had the best eyesight, which I did, I've been 20/20 all along, no glasses, and now all of a sudden, like, I'm not seeing everything as good as I used to, and it's just, it's very frustrating. Okay, so this one is SF5105. So this would have been from 2015, the 50th week of 2015. So this is from 2015, guys. And the 50th week makes sense because it was a Christmas illustration. So it has, they're traveling, right? And if you know anything about the history of Louis Vuitton, it's all about traveling. So Louis Vuitton, right? He was an orphan. He walked from where? Somewhere small to Paris. Took 2 years. He ended up being the apprentice of a trunk maker. Trunk makers were very well supported at the time because the elites, the rich, the royals, all those, they would travel. Traveling was expensive. And when you travel by boat. So you travel for long periods of time because it took a long time to get to where you were going. So they would build trunks that would carry the things, like suitcases, right? But we would carry the things, and they'd have trunks for everything. Trunks for their jewelry, trunks for their wardrobe, trunks for their hats, trunks for every little thing that they needed. And so Louis Vuitton he was an apprentice to a trunk maker, but back then trunks were made with a round top, right? So you couldn't stack them. So they'd have to take up lots of space on the ship. So you'd buy big staterooms and stuff, and that would be, you'd basically spread out and live there. But Louis Vuitton decided that he was going to innovate the trunk. And he did so by making it with a flat top. Now, what that did was that allowed them to be stacked. So they were stacked, and everybody wanted Louis Vuitton to build them the trunks now. And, all the royals, everybody went to him, and he was just in business. So he was booming. And then it became a family business because, Anyhow, so this is an illustration that pays homage to the whole traveling, because if you see on the back, there is the Louis Vuitton, what is it though? A trunk? Is it a trunk? It is a trunk. It is a trunk. It has a monogram though, so it would be like a monogram, but it doesn't have the smaller monograms in it. So it's probably like a plain one, because you can special order anything at Louis Vuitton, right? Anything you want. I have a special order bag I'm going to show you one day. It's not pink, so I can't show you today, but I will show you in an upcoming video. But with special orders, you can pick your fabric or your materials, and you can pick the style, as long as it's one of the styles that they actually do. You pay in full for it ahead of time, and it takes about a year or two to make, depending on what it is, and they'll let you know ahead of time. So yeah, these travelers have their umbrella flying away. There's a little bird there. If you look in the smoke, There's little LVs. Where are they? Can you see that? Well, it's like the flowers. I thought there were some LVs in it too. I'm not seeing, but it's the flowers. You know, the flowers that they're known for? Yeah, there we go. Yeah. So that's in the smoke. If you notice in the wheel, there's the LV, don't mind my nails, and there's a dog and the people up front. And that, in true fashion of the damier, and damier again, right? And so this has the pink, and that's how come it's being covered in this episode. So that's all my pink for today, because that's all we have time for. I was really good at the time. So some other pink things that I have are like, you know, little heart boxes and a pill box that's pink. I also have, you know, the multi-pochette accessories. They have a strap that's pink. I've showed it before on this channel. So little things, you know, here and there, little accessories, but these are the major ones that like I felt like you needed to see to give you some inspiration to pull out whatever is pink in your closet so that we can all be Barbieing it up. So thanks for joining me again for a closet conversation. I hope to see you again next week. If you haven't subscribed yet, go ahead and do so. And if you think this content would be appealing to someone in your circle, in your network, please go ahead and share it. Thanks so much, guys. Have a great week.